Jackson State once again shows why they are the cream of the crop in the SWAC and why they are one of the best teams in all of FCS football with their 57-24 victory, dominant performance over Alabama A&M SWAC rival, well, not necessarily rival, but SWAC opponent, SWAC conference member, Alabama A&M in the Gulf Coast Challenge. Let's talk about it, what it means for JSU the rest of the way. I know I've been gone for a while, but what it means for JSU the rest of the way and why they were able to dominate Alabama A&M. And if they continue to play like this, there's no one that can beat them. There's no one in the SWAC, there's no one in the MEAC that can beat them if they play like this. More on that after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell. I know I've been gone for a while, and life has been crazy hectic over on this end, but I'm back, and I shall be back more consistent moving forward. Jackson State, their 57-24 victory over Alabama A&M in the dominant performance, and I'm going to tell you what happened here. Jacobia Morgan turned into Superman. Jacobia Morgan or Cam Newton? Who was it? Who was the man that went out there on Saturday? And is that the player that Jackson State can expect to see the rest of the season? If it is, if that is the version of Jacobia that JSU is going to get the rest of the year, there's nobody that can beat him. I'm sorry, SWAC. Go ahead and send the trophy. Give them their, fourth conference title trophy in 5 years. Go ahead and send it down to Jackson, Mississippi, because if Jacobia Morgan plays like that, I'm not saying he has to have those type of numbers because I can't expect them. I mean, let's just look at his numbers. I can't expect this. This is unrealistic for me to expect a young man to perform the way that he performed each and every single week. But let's just look at Jacobian's numbers. 314 passing yards, only 9 incompletions and 4 touchdowns to add to the fact that he had 120 yards rushing and a touchdown. The man had 5 total touchdowns. Jackson State ran for, how many yards did they run for? That's 120. That's 223. It's 70, let's call it 75 more yards. That's 75 a piece. That's 150 more, right? So you're talking about over 350 rushing yards for JSU. 300 rushing yards, 300 passing yards. This is ridiculous. This is how TC Taylor expected his offense to look in the 2025 season. He expected with his veteran quarterback in year 1, 2, 3. Is it year 3? Year 3 under TC Taylor at Jackson State. This is how he expected his offense to be flying at times. Obviously, I don't think he expects his offense to give him almost 600 yards of total offense every single game. Roughly, there are over 500 yards of total offense. But this is the version of his quarterback that he wanted to see. And I'm going to tell you what I believe sparked this type of play in Jacobia Morgan. You guys remember a couple of games ago when the freshman quarterback Lockhart played? What game was that? What game was that Lockhart played? Pretty much the entire game. Was that Tuskegee? Was that Tuskegee when Lockhart played essentially the entire game? Let me make sure. Yeah, Jarrett Lockhart, 14-20, 250 yards and a touchdown pass in that Tuskegee game. And since then, Jacobia Morgan is locked in. What TC Taylor did was genius in that moment. In that game against Tuskegee, which he knew he could win with his backups, which he knew, no disrespect to Tuskegee, but they're not on the same playing field as Jackson State. And that's okay. Like, they're building Jackson State as established. It's all okay. But in that game, what TC did was genius. And this is why he's such a great head coach. This is why he's a national champion. This is why he is where he is at this moment of his career. In that game, he allowed Jarrett Lockhart, the freshman, to go out there, and Jarrett Lockhart performed well. Jarrett Lockhart performed well in front of all of JSU Nation. Jarrett Lockhart performed so well that some of you all watching this video, some of you in Tiger Nation were questioning, should we roll with that guy? Does that guy give us a better chance to win than Jacobian? That's what Jarrett Lockhart did in that game against Tuskegee. That's not what TC was thinking, but that's what Jarrett Lockhart did. But this is what TC was thinking. TC said, I'm going to let Jarrett go out there and play because I know what Jarrett has. See, I know what Jarrett is. See, the thing about being a head coach and being a good one at that, you see these players every single day. So you know what they can deliver when you give them an opportunity, or at least you hope, you know the potential of what they can deliver. It's up to them ultimately to go out there and deliver ultimately when they hit the field. But you know from practice what the potential is when they hit the field. And TC knew, he felt comfortable knowing I can start Jarrett for an entire game. I can play him for a whole effing game. A game that counts, not an exhibition, not a scrimmage, not a practice, not a inter squad scrimmage, none of that. I'm going to play him in a whole game that could count on our win-loss record because I know he has the potential to perform. And he did. 14 to 20, 250 yards passing, a vertical passing threat, something that Jacobia up until that point hadn't really shown. A vertical passing threat. And Jarrett showed you that because in his 14 completions, he had 250 passing yards. And what did that do? Boom. A light bulb went off in Jacobia Morgan's head. Jacobian realized, I've seen this guy in practice before too, but now the whole Tiger Nation, the whole country has seen him in the game. And now people are questioning whether he's a better quarterback than me. The freshman, he's a freshman coming off an injury in high school. I don't even know if he played a senior year because he was hurt. This is a freshman. I got to lock in. I have to lock in or they're going to be calling for my job for that guy because that guy can play. And what did Jacobian do? He effing locked in. Southern game, locked in. And now Alabama A&M, his Magna Carta, his magnum opus, his performance against Alabama A&M this past weekend is Jacobia Morgan's college career magnum opus. This includes his Celebration Bowl victory where he won MVP. 300 yards passing and another 120 yards rushing, 5 total touchdowns against a team in Alabama A&M that's been playing pretty well. Sam Shady's got those guys, playing okay over there at A&M. And Jacobia Morgan put on a performance like that because in the back of his mind, he understands if I don't perform, they have a guy that can, or at least has the potential that can. I need to show Tiger Nation. I need to show the SWAC. I need to show the nation, not just Tiger Nation, the whole country, that I'm one of the most elite quarterbacks in the FCS, that I am the quarterback that if you want to beat Jackson State, you're going to have to come through me. And he proved that. And he proved that he can not only go out there and just manage a game. No, he can take over a game. Jacobian took over that game against Alabama A&M. And TC in the offensive scheme, he and his offense coordinator called a perfect game. A perfect game. This is the high-level coaching. This is next-level coaching. Now, don't get it twisted. Jackson State has next-level players, too. Like some of the plays that Shamar Stewart was out there making, or not Shamar Stewart, Shamar Savage was making, Travis Terrell made on the returns and as a running back and all this stuff. That's just having next-level players. My guys are better than your guys. That's what that was. But at the same time, and that was a lot of that. The same time TC schemed. What were the schemes? What did you see when watching the game? I saw a lot of swing routes, a lot of bubble screens because the run was so prevalent. So I need to open that up. I'm going to get you going side to side. And then I'm going to have Ahmad Miller and Jacobian hit you straight up. And now when you're trying to guard side to side and you're also trying to stop my run play, now you're playing zones and there's big gaps in the zones. And what did Jacobian do? He had time. The offensive line held up. And he found the pockets in the zone. And boom, hit you over the head. Boom, hit you with a deep play. 60-yard bomb to Shamar, to Savage. Boom, hit you over the head. Dupree, down the middle. Boom, hit you over the head. I'm going to get you going side to side. I'm going to get you having to worry about number 27 in the backfield, Ahmad Miller. And then boom, I'm going to hit you over the head. And then boom, I'm gonna get Dupree. I'm gonna get Savage. I'm gonna find Rembrandt, even though he had a quiet game. I'm gonna do all of that to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Oh, and when you're keying in on Ahmad and keying in on Travis and keying in on Martin, oh yeah, I'm gonna pull and take it into the end zone myself. I'm gonna make those plays too. That's what's scary about this. See, what had been so scary about the Jackson State team is that I haven't spoken much about the defense because the defense has been dominant all year. That's not a knock to them. They have been simply dominant all year. That's why it's almost like the given. Like I don't have to. What's understood don't got to be said. All right. Like the defense has been dominant. The question marks have been with the quarterback position more than anything. Not necessarily the entirety of the offense, but you knew you had the running backs: Terrell, Martin, Ahmad Miller, all these guys in the backfield. So you knew you had the running game. Your offensive line solid, has been super, super solid all year. Your questions were, could your quarterback complete enough passes to win you big time ball games when they matter the most in the SWAC, Celebration Bowl, etc. And he's proven that because your defense also creates turnovers, gets sacks, makes quarterbacks feel uncomfortable. I mean, this was a 40-10 game. Alabama A&M scored 24 points at the end of the game. This was a 40-10 game going in the third quarter. This was a blowout. This is dominance. It's a pure dominance. That defense only gave up 24. They gave up the 14 BS points. Get the F out of here. I guess this defense gave up 10 points in this game, what I felt like. When the starters and most of the guys were playing, they had 10 points in this game. Pure dominance. Pure, utter dominance from Jackson State. Pure, utter dominance. And like I said, if Jacobia, I don't expect him to have essentially 400 yards of total offense by himself every single game. But this is the way you needed to look going into Saturday's matchup against another juggernaut in Alabama State. We're going to have more on that this week, but dominant performance by Jackson State in the game that you needed. The game that you needed to put on film before going against Alabama State, a team that is really balling as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Jackson State with a dominant victory over Alabama A&M, and it is all thanks to the dominant performance of their quarterback, Jacobia Morgan, who I think has turned a corner and is playing the best ball of his career right now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, notification bell because I upload all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.